Have you ever been jolted out of sleep by a sharp cramp twisting your leg in the middle of the night? Or found yourself massaging your calves just to make it to the kitchen in the morning? If you're over 60, it's not just in your head. That tightness, that lingering ache, it's your body trying to tell you something. It's not just getting older. It's a sign that your muscles might be missing key nutrients, and here's the good news, the solution may not be another supplement or prescription. In fact, it could already be in your kitchen. Today, we're exploring the top 3 foods that researchers and health experts agree can help reduce leg cramps, restore strength, and help older adults feel more stable and energized. These foods weren't picked at random, they each meet 5 essential criteria that are crucial for people over 60. 1. Do they contain potassium to help balance electrolytes and prevent cramps? 2. Do they deliver magnesium to relax muscles and soothe the nervous system? 3. Is there calcium for healthy muscle contraction? 4. Are they rich in high-quality protein to support aging muscles? 5. And finally, do they have bonus nutrients, like omega-3s, vitamin D, or anti-inflammatory compounds, that improve circulation and ease discomfort? Only 3 foods checked all the boxes. They're easy to find, easy to prepare, and if you make them a part of your routine, they may help you sleep better, move with more ease, and live stronger, so stick around. In just a moment, we'll dive into the most complete, most powerful food on the list. But first, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried to tackle leg cramps through food before? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the tips that could transform your health from the inside out. Now, let's start with the MVP, the single most complete food on our list. It's not flashy or exotic. In fact, it's probably something you've seen hundreds of times in the grocery store. But when it comes to easing cramps, calming nerves, and strengthening muscles, this one food does it all. We're talking about salmon. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't salmon more of a special occasion food? Something you have at a restaurant? Maybe. But once you understand what salmon can do for your muscles, especially as you get older, you might want to start seeing it as a weekly essential. You see, as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. It's not just about staying active, though that definitely helps. It's also about feeding your muscles what they need to repair and rebuild. And salmon provides exactly that kind of nourishment, from the inside out. First up, protein. Every bite of salmon is loaded with high-quality protein, including all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need. So when you eat salmon, you're not just satisfying your appetite, you're giving your muscle fibers the building blocks they need to stay strong, flexible, and cramp-free. This is especially important after 60, when a condition called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, can accelerate. Eating enough high-quality protein can be the difference between waking up refreshed or waking up in pain with a clenched calf at 3 a.m., but salmon doesn't stop at protein. It's also one of the richest sources of natural vitamin D, which many seniors are lacking. Vitamin D is crucial for helping your body absorb calcium. Without enough vitamin D, calcium can't support muscle contraction or bone strength effectively. So even if you're taking calcium supplements, they may not be helping much unless your vitamin D levels are in check. Just 1 3 to 4 ounce serving of salmon gives you up to 70% of your daily vitamin D. And unlike sunlight, it works even when the skies are gray, or it's the middle of winter. Now let's talk about electrolytes, the minerals that help your muscles contract and relax smoothly. Potassium and magnesium are 2 of the most important, and salmon delivers both. Potassium helps maintain smooth muscle function, while magnesium calms overactive nerves and eases tight, twitchy muscles. If these electrolytes are out of balance, you're more likely to suffer from painful cramps or spasms, especially at night. That's where salmon comes in. It gently restores balance, helping to quiet down some of the main causes of cramping in older adults, and there's still more. Salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, those healthy fats that reduce inflammation, boost circulation, and support nerve health. Poor blood flow is a hidden contributor to cramps. When your muscles don't get enough oxygen or nutrients, they tire more easily. Inflammation builds, signaling between nerves and muscles becomes jumbled, and cramps strike without warning. Omega-3s help break that cycle. They ease inflammation, improve blood flow, and support the repair process, especially while you sleep. Many seniors who regularly eat omega-3 rich foods like salmon report fewer nighttime cramps, better flexibility, and less soreness throughout the day. Some studies even suggest that omega-3s may reduce nerve pain, particularly in older adults with diabetes, another common trigger for leg cramps. So, how often do you need to eat salmon to feel the benefits? Good news, you don't need it every day. Just 2 to 3 servings per week is usually enough to support muscle health. Regulate electrolytes, and ease cramps, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Salmon can be grilled, baked, steamed, or added to soup. If fresh fish isn't available, frozen fillets or canned salmon, especially with bones for extra calcium, are fantastic options. Now, a quick word of caution: if you have kidney disease or take blood thinners, talk to your doctor. Some individuals may need to watch their protein or omega-3 intake. But for most older adults, salmon is one of the most helpful and well-tolerated foods you can add to your routine. Let me tell you a quick story. One of my patients, Carol, 74 years old, came to me with nightly leg cramps. She was active, stayed hydrated, and even took magnesium, but nothing helped. I asked her about her diet, and she said she hadn't eaten fish in years. We added salmon twice a week. Within a month, her cramps were nearly gone. She said, "I sleep through the night now. I feel stronger in the mornings. It's like my legs are working with me again." That's the power of food. Sometimes, the simplest shift can make the biggest difference, so if you're looking for one food that supports your muscles, calms your nerves, boosts vitamin D, reduces inflammation, and actually tastes great, salmon is it. Try it this week, and see what your legs have to say about it. Coming up next, a humble leafy green that might be in your fridge right now, and you might not realize just how much it can do to keep your muscles strong, flexible, and cramp-free. Stay tuned. Now that we've explored salmon, the rich, satisfying powerhouse of muscle support, let's move to something far more modest in appearance, yet equally vital to preventing leg cramps and improving muscle resilience as we age. It's time to shine a light on spinach. Spinach might seem like just another leafy green sitting quietly in the produce aisle. But don't let its mild flavor and humble look fool you. This green is a mineral-packed muscle ally, and when it comes to easing cramps and supporting leg strength in older adults, it's one of the most underrated tools available. Many seniors I talk to believe muscle cramps are just a part of aging, something they have to tolerate. They'll say, "Oh, it's just what happens after 60. But here's what I always remind them: your muscles aren't cramping because of age, they're cramping because they're lacking something. And more often than not, that something is magnesium. Spinach happens to be one of the best natural sources of magnesium you can eat. And unlike supplements, the magnesium from spinach is absorbed gradually, more gently, and without the digestive issues that some people experience with pills. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach contains about 160 milligrams of magnesium, enough to begin replenishing your body's reserves in a smooth, steady way. When you bring your magnesium levels back into balance, you may notice your legs start to feel calmer at night, the twitches lessen, and those sudden stabbing cramps become less frequent. But magnesium is just the beginning of what spinach has to offer. Spinach is also rich in potassium, another essential electrolyte that works hand in hand with magnesium to support smooth muscle contractions and maintain fluid balance. With enough potassium in your system, your muscles can contract and release without getting stuck in that painful, cramping state. Your nerves fire more efficiently, your muscles move more freely, and your body stays better hydrated, even in warmer weather or after physical exertion. And yes, spinach even has calcium, something people don't often associate with leafy greens. While it doesn't deliver as much calcium as dairy, it still contributes to your daily intake. And when paired with vitamin D from sources like salmon, the calcium in spinach becomes more absorbable and useful for your muscles. This is especially important for the muscles in your legs and feet, the ones that keep you stable when walking, climbing stairs, or simply standing up from a chair. When those stabilizing muscles are supported by calcium, They're less likely to cramp, tremble, or give out unexpectedly. Now, here's where spinach really stands apart: its anti-inflammatory properties. Thanks to compounds like flavonoids and carotenoids, spinach helps reduce low-grade inflammation that often builds up in aging muscle tissue. That kind of inflammation is one of the invisible culprits behind soreness, stiffness, and poor recovery after movement. For seniors dealing with arthritis, joint pain, or muscle tightness that just won't go away, adding spinach to your routine may offer some surprisingly gentle relief over time. And it's not just about what spinach does, it's also about how easy it is to fit into your lifestyle. Spinach is familiar, affordable, and incredibly versatile. You can sauté it with garlic and olive oil, stir it into soups or stews, toss it into scrambled eggs, blend it into smoothies, or simply layer it into a sandwich or salad. It's one of those rare ingredients that adds nutrients without overpowering the flavor of your meal. That kind of flexibility is key to making healthy habits stick. The easier a food is to include, the more likely you are to keep it in your routine. Now, how much spinach do you need to make a difference? You don't need a mountain of greens every day. Start with just half a cup to 1 cup of cooked spinach a few times a week. If you prefer it raw, a handful in your salad each day can still offer benefits. Though keep in mind, cooking spinach actually concentrates its mineral content and makes it easier to digest and absorb. If you're not used to eating a lot of greens, go slowly at first. Some people experience mild bloating or gas when introducing spinach into their diet, especially if eaten raw. But light cooking, steaming, sautéing, or adding to hot dishes, usually solves that issue quickly. You might have also heard about oxalates in spinach, compounds that can bind to calcium and reduce its absorption. For most people, especially when spinach is eaten as part of a varied diet, this isn't a concern. Unless you've had kidney stones or your doctor has told you to avoid high oxalate foods, spinach is perfectly safe. Pairing it with calcium-rich foods or a squeeze of lemon can even help reduce oxalate effects and improve nutrient uptake. Let me tell you about Marvin, a retired mechanic in his late 60s who had been battling leg cramps for months. He tried everything: sports drinks, stretches, massages. Nothing made a dent. When we looked at his diet, he was barely eating any leafy greens. We started simple: cooked spinach added to dinner 3 times a week. After just 2 weeks, Marvin told me, "Doc, I don't know what's in that green stuff, but my legs feel looser. I'm sleeping through the night. That stabbing pain is gone." That's the kind of transformation you don't forget. Not because it was dramatic, but because it was real. Quiet, steady, and healing from the inside out. Spinach may not come with a fancy label or a commercial jingle. But what it offers is far more important: nutrients that restore what time has slowly taken. It helps rebalance your body's mineral levels, calms inflammation, and supports the muscle systems that help you stay steady and strong. So next time you're at the grocery store, don't skip over the spinach. Toss a bundle in your cart. Cook it with dinner. Blend it into your smoothie. Add it to your soup, your legs, and your sleep just might thank you. Coming up next, we're moving from the leafy green goodness of spinach to something much smaller, crunchier, and unexpectedly powerful when it comes to muscle health. It fits in the palm of your hand but delivers some of the highest magnesium levels you can find in any natural food. Stick with me, because next, we're talking about the secret weapon hiding in your snack drawer: almonds. So far, we've talked about salmon, the powerhouse packed with protein, omega-3s, and vitamin D, and spinach, the mineral-rich green that supports cramp-free muscles and smooth recovery. Now, let's talk about something much smaller and crunchier, but just as mighty when it comes to restoring muscle balance and easing those nagging nighttime leg cramps. Let's talk about almonds. You might think of almonds as just a snack, something you toss into a trail mix, sprinkle on your cereal, or grab by the handful when you're in a rush. But these humble little nuts are quietly one of the most effective muscle-soothing foods out there, especially for older adults. Why? It all starts with magnesium. Magnesium is the mineral your muscles rely on to relax. After every contraction, whether you're walking, climbing stairs, or just shifting in your sleep, your muscles need magnesium to release tension and reset. Without enough of it, your muscles can become overstimulated, twitchy, tight, and prone to spasms. And the older we get, the harder it becomes for our bodies to maintain proper magnesium levels. Unfortunately, many seniors simply don't get enough of this crucial nutrient, not because they're not eating enough, but because the typical diet doesn't include enough magnesium-rich foods. That's where almonds come in. Just a small handful, about 1 ounce or 23 almonds, contains roughly 77 milligrams of magnesium. That's around 20% of your daily needs. It may not sound like much, but added consistently, that small amount can have a huge impact on how your muscles feel and function. It's a simple, no-cook, no-prep way to begin restoring calm to your overworked, cramp-prone legs, and something beautiful happens when you make almonds a habit. The tightness you've gotten used to starts to ease. The early signs of a cramp, the twinge, the tightening, the sudden pull, show up less and less. And instead of waking up in pain, you wake up rested. But there's more to almonds than just magnesium. Almonds also provide potassium, another essential electrolyte that plays a key role in how your muscles and nerves communicate. When potassium levels drop, which can happen due to dehydration, medication, or even stress, your nerves may begin to misfire. That's when your muscles contract out of rhythm, causing that sudden jolt of pain in your leg. Almonds help fill in that gap, stabilizing the electrical signals that keep your body moving smoothly. They also contribute a touch of calcium, important for proper muscle contraction and coordination. While they're not your primary source of calcium, almonds help round out your daily intake and contribute to a trio of minerals, magnesium, potassium, and calcium, that all work together to prevent cramps and support muscle health. But what really sets almonds apart, especially for seniors, is the healthy fat they bring to the table. Almonds are full of monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil, which are excellent for your heart. Why does that matter for leg cramps? Because blood flow is often an overlooked piece of the puzzle. Poor circulation can lead to muscles that fatigue easily, cramp quickly, and recover slowly. By supporting heart health and improving overall circulation, almonds help deliver more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. That's particularly important at night when circulation naturally slows. A well-fed, well-oxygenated muscle is a relaxed muscle. And a relaxed muscle is far less likely to wake you up in pain at 2 a.m., another advantage of almonds. They're incredibly convenient. No refrigeration. No prep. No mess. Whether you're at home, going for a walk, or even traveling, almonds fit effortlessly into your routine. Keep a small jar on the kitchen counter, toss a snack-sized bag in your purse or glove compartment. Or enjoy a few with your evening tea. The key is consistency. Those little bites of nutrition add up over time, and yes, they're delicious. That matters too. A healthy habit is far more likely to stick when it's something you actually enjoy. Almonds have a naturally mild, slightly sweet taste and a satisfying crunch that makes them a perfect snack or addition to yogurt, oatmeal, or even a smoothie. Now, a few things to keep in mind. If you have a nut allergy, almonds obviously aren't an option. In that case, consider magnesium-rich alternatives like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, which offer similar benefits without the risk. And while almonds are nutrient-dense, they're also calorie-dense. So, stick to a small handful per day, about 20 to 23 almonds. That's enough to give you the mineral boost without overdoing it. Some older adults may also find raw almonds a bit tough to chew or digest. If that's the case, try soaking them overnight, buying slivered almonds, or choosing a roasted variety that's easier on the teeth and stomach. Now, let me share Robert's story. Robert is 81 and had been living with nightly leg cramps for over a year. He had tried magnesium supplements, but they upset his stomach. When I suggested almonds, he raised an eyebrow. "You really think a nut is going to fix this?" he said. But he gave it a try, just one small handful every afternoon with tea. After about 10 days, Robert came back and said, "I haven't had a single cramp all week. That's the first full week of sleep I've had in over a year." Was it magic? No. It was magnesium, potassium, heart-healthy fats, and most importantly, consistency. Sometimes, healing doesn't require big leaps. Sometimes it's the small daily steps that change everything. So let's recap. We've covered 3 simple, powerful foods that support muscle health from every angle: salmon for high-quality protein, vitamin D, omega-3s, and electrolyte balance; spinach for magnesium, potassium, calcium, and inflammation-fighting antioxidants; almonds for magnesium, potassium, heart-supportive fats, and unmatched convenience. Each one brings its own strengths, but together, they form a kind of nutritional support system, feeding your muscles, calming your nerves, boosting blood flow, and helping you live with less pain and more strength. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. You don't need perfection. You just need a few small, repeatable changes, ones you can actually stick with. Here's a simple weekly routine many of my older clients use: breakfast, oatmeal with sliced almonds and a scrambled egg with spinach; lunch, grilled salmon on a spinach salad with olive oil and lemon juice; snack, a small handful of almonds or a green smoothie with frozen spinach and almond milk; dinner, baked salmon with sautéed spinach and brown rice once or twice a week. You don't have to eat all 3 every day, but when you build them into your meals over the week, your body starts to respond. Less cramping, better recovery, smoother movement, deeper sleep, because it's not just about fixing cramps, it's about helping your body feel strong, stable, and supported from the inside out. So, now that you've heard about the top 3 foods to fight leg cramps and boost muscle health, I want to hear from you. Which of these do you already eat? Which one are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments below, and if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a neighbor, who's been struggling with leg pain, muscle tightness, or just feeling like they've lost a step, share this video with them. It might be just the nudge they need to feel better. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip from us here at Health Lifestyle. We're here to help you move with confidence, sleep more soundly, and live stronger, one meal, one stretch, one step at a time. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.